I blast text with a little Tex-Mex. So all of y'all flex and hit the deck when I cash my checks and say that I get more sex. And I go to the gym, look, I'm growing pecs. And y'all want to see who's next? I drive my Lexus, and y'all should shake a leg, but don't beg when I drudge out my dregs and have a wife named Meg who I nag on the reg, just like y'all drink a keg and have one that is a peg, and you drive a way that is a seg. Just like my guinea pig, who wears a wig and does a jig, just like she eats a twig that she thought was a fig. And she gets shot down by a MiG while carrying a sour known as Sig. And she also gets torn apart at the legs. And she smokes a cig while she loves to dig. And she is rather big, so she should go on Jenny Craig. And I make papes off the stuff I dictate and then create, so get your stuff straight. Just like I scrape and then rape after I rake. Don't trust the fake. I just make and take after I break. And I do it for Christ's sakes, just like Jake the Snake who baked the cake and lived in the lake. Just like the duck that was a drake. And y'all eat the dog known as corn, and I get forlorn when I mourn, just like the unicorn who never watches the porn, but he was born with the scorn, even when he was born with the horn. And I'll leave you tattered and torn, just like you get worn, like the lanyard from which I do adorn. And I use more power than the hour, and I stand tall like a tower, just like Eddie Bauer. Don't call me a coward. And the littlest baby Glinger Cramp. She is the map with a hat, and she carries a gat just like she is all that. And it goes rat-a-tat-tat, and the racket's laid flat with a splat right on the mat. Just like y'all call her fat and say drat. And the littlest baby, she smokes a blunt. And I've got a hunch that she is out to lunch, eating her Uncrustables in a bunch. And she punts and bunts just like a little runt who is pulling stunts, and she crunches and munches. And I'm smoking on that blueberry with Mariah Carey. And am I scary? Very, just like my dairy. And I'm feeling rather comedic, like the Murphy known as Eddie. and I'm listening to Fetty, 'cause I'm a Giuseppe baby, just like when I get heady. And you're a ghoul who spools just like the pool. Don't say you keep it cool, because you're not like Dua Lipa's New Rules, who are drinking on those Orduals because you're too young and you're looking like a fool who should have stayed in school, but you drool. And the skeleton full of that rigor mortis, and it's moving like a tortoise with the thistle who blew like the whistle and stood under the missile that makes me want to kiss you, just like your name is Crystal, who shoots the pistol, and she only disses you when she knows your history, and she misses you just like the christening. And I'm coming out of the booth and the roost. I'll pull you out like a loose tooth while I'm eating my strawberry rhubarb. And here's the rumor, I'm the big kahuna from the baby boomer. Don't call it a blooper. But I am the roofer who uses the loofah, just like the Rudy Tooty aim and shooty, and with the looter and the polluter, I'm full of that hoopla, just like Tommy the Tuba. And I'm a hoarder who crossed the border. Say I can get colder and much older than your folder who did what he was told, and he grows like mold. And he big boulder rolled just like he was the microphone holder. But all my records have already been sold. Yeah.